I've owned this scale for a while now, and personally I've had an incredible experience using it. So much so that I weigh myself every single morning and also every day before I go to bed at night. Alright, let's get into some of my favorite features of the Withings Body Smart scale. That's so hard to say. Now obviously when it comes to using a smart scale, the most important thing is if it's accurate or not. And it is. It is very accurate. In fact, it is so accurate that at my gym I have a calibrated weight scale which is used for powerlifters and powerlifting competitions. And when I go to the gym and also weigh myself there and weigh myself back at home, it's usually the exact same weight with a very small difference in between the time I get to and from the gym, which totally makes sense. And this is so important because I remember I bought an early rendition of the Withings scale and it was god awful. And I mean like 5-10 pounds off. It was just never consistent, and that literally threw me in for a terrible miss weigh-in at an old powerlifting competition that I had. Anyways, that's a story for another time. Let's talk about how smart the Body Smart scale actually is. Oh my god, that's so hard to say. When we think of smart, we think about connectivity and we talk about how it communicates with our smart devices. And the smart scale is great because it's so well integrated with the Apple ecosystem, and also it really works well with other fitness apps as well, including the Apple Health Fitness app. With a small widget on my phone, I can see exactly what my weigh-in was in the morning and also at nighttime, and also see an actual graph right there on my phone anytime I want. Because of how diverse and easy it is just to step on and weigh it, and it can just absolutely manage itself to weigh in across all platforms, it makes using other fitness apps so much easier. Health app, no problem. Garmin, no problem. Bevel, done. Speaking of the Withings app, it does a really good job of showing the user of the weight trend over time. Not only that, if you have other health and fitness tech like maybe the Apple Watch Ultra 2, the Withings app can also grab metrics from the Apple Watch Ultra 2 and also bring it back to the Withings app instead and show you all your metrics right on their personal app. And the app is great with a simple UI, and also it's smooth and easy to use. The crazy thing is you can even send health PDF forms to your doctors. It also has some cool achievements. It says I've traveled to Oahu Island, which is pretty neat, I guess. Okay, lastly, this is the most important thing. What is the weigh-in experience like? I love this feature because you can actually customize a weigh-in screen to each person's individual goals. And another thing is that it can actually display what you want without making you feel guilty, like weigh-in guilt, which is like a real thing. But first, let's just talk about the customizable screens. The screens have a ton of measurements it can show you. Of course, it can accurately show you your weight trend. It can also show your fat mass and also your muscle mass. But here's the kicker. It can also show you the weather, the air quality, and much more. But beware, the more screens that you add on to your weigh-in experience, the longer you're gonna stand on that scale in the morning. And if you're not a morning person, you're in a rush, I don't know how that's gonna work for you. Now, remember when I talked about weigh-in anxiety? I noticed this particular scale has a neat feature called eyes off mode. Basically what this mode does is it helps you focus on the weight trend instead of the numbers. I know I've had times where I didn't want to weigh in at nighttime after like a big meal, but using eyes off mode made this experience a little bit more holistic, and I still could weigh in and see the weight trend instead. It also has other modes like athlete mode, but personally I didn't really find it that helpful, so we're just gonna skip that. It also has a mode called pregnancy mode, and I've been really wanting to try that out, but you know, I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. Now, if you've never heard of Ixon, they are a startup company who can store food products at room temperature without refrigeration for over 2 years. They develop patent-pending technology called ASAP that can sterilize food at gentle temperature. This whole process will not only be economical, but also be conveniently taken through customs anywhere in the world. Nutritious, tasty, convenient, and environmentally economical. Check out their website today and consider working with them. They are the future of revolutionizing how we package food today. So here are my final thoughts. So after using the Withings Body Smart as my most recent and only weigh-in scale, I've not only loved my experiences, but also love how streamlined it is with all my other fitness apps and how it updates my weigh-in with every single other platform that is regards to health and fitness. And of course, it's been really easy to set up and use, and obviously all I do is just stand on it, which makes the experience just that much more intuitive. You know, you weigh in once in the morning and you weigh in once at night, and it's been one of those things where like I said, it's just like a holistic experience. You do it and you forget about it, and then all the information is always conveniently on your phone. Look, if I was in the market for a smart scale that actually is accurate and actually works and actually has good data sent to your smartphone, I would say this is 100% the one to invest in. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, you got some value out of it, make sure you subscribe, and leave a comment. That would be really cool. If you're watching, like, you might as well at this point. That'd be really cool. That would make a huge difference in my life, and I would really appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.